Hi, welcome to Key to You. I have an incredible woman with me today on Key to You. Her name is Harshitha Reddy. She's a vice president in TI Automotive and she reports to CIO and it's having an amazing career as well as she's really good at networking. And today's subject is all about networking. Are you ready? I am, because I know that she's part of NCWT, she's part of T200. If you've not heard about it, we'll post a little bit about each of these forums, which is really a great way for you to step in and understand what the networking is and get familiar with it. And SIM Detroit. So welcome, Harshitha, to Key to You.
Thank you, Shruti, for having me. It's great to be here.
Thank you. So it's all about networking today. So let's start in a gradual way. Tell me about what is networking from your perspective.
I think for me, networking is building the connections and trust, right? It's not about trying to impress somebody. It's not trying to attend events. It's more when somebody calls me, will you pick up the phone and genuinely try to help? So I try to build those kind of relationships.
Right. But how do you know that? How do you know, you're building an authentic relationship via these networking? I'm asking because I suck at it. And I say that I suck at it because I was a very long time in my life, I created that shell around me, right? And was very hard for me to step out and be able to show who I am the way I am, and even to know how to introduce yourself. So when you go into a room of totally unknown people, how do you present yourself?
So first of all, when I go into a room with a lot of people, I go in with curiosity, right? And I tell this to my kids too, every person for me is a friend until they prove otherwise, right? And I tell this to my kids, when you go into a classroom, everybody is your friend, unless they prove otherwise, right? Don't go in thinking they're not my friends, but rather go in thinking all of them are my friends. And I'll give you a little bit of a way that I approach it, right? And this resonates with me.
Yeah.
So when I go into a room full of people, and I do this very frequently, right? I'm part of a lot of networks today. And what I do is I find a person who's standing alone or two people who are standing alone. I introduce myself.
Yeah.
But I also try to connect with them so that I remember them long after.
Yeah.
And one of the things it is something that I can easily remember is when they talk about their work or travel or the food they like, right? So I try to connect with these kind of connections. I'll give you an example. I met a friend through one of these networking events, and I was talking to her, and we were talking about how Asian food is very good in Toronto.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah.
I never knew that.
And we were talking about it, and then now she's become like a good friend because we made that connection, and it could be as simple as food.
Right. And that's what I don't think many people will understand. To me, I feel like it's a professional setting, so you got to talk about AI. You got to talk about something connected to the work.
Right.
The beginners, right? What is the biggest mistake a person would do? A beginner who's just getting out and trying to network. What do you think the biggest mistake one would do?
I don't want to step on any toes here, okay? But I think the biggest mistake people will do is they treat networking like a vending machine. You come there, you press a button, you will get something out of it. But that's not how it is, right? Networking is about investing and building on that relationship, over time. So you need to show up a couple of years before you truly need something. You can't show up, hey, I need a job tomorrow and I'm showing up today. That's not going to work. You need to invest in it. You need to help other people. You need to have put into it before you actually withdraw.
Give before you get.
Yes.
Right. That's so beautiful. I really like your vending machine analogy there. So in another way that you're also saying it's not a transactional relationship.
Correct.
Right.
Correct. It's not transactional, right? It's investing in a relationship.
Right.
This can be with anything, right? You want good skin, you have a good nightly routine, you want to be healthy, you eat good, you go to the gym, and it takes effort and time.
Right.
So you need to invest in relationships just like that.
That is so true. I really like what you're saying. Because I feel like how you're connecting is, in order for you to build the muscle, you got to have this consistency of going in, showing up, doing the work you need to do. So network is also kind of a muscle that you're going to build.
That's true. And I don't just network professionally, which I do. We have MCWT, we have T200, we have SIM.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I'm in a lot more networks like like a data network, an AI network.
Yeah.
But I am also part of like a Desi moms group.
Oh,
where I give like tips for young moms.
Yeah.
Or I'm in my neighborhood WhatsApp group. I'm organizing potlucks in my community.
Right.
I also show up for my neighbors. Like, hey, somebody had a knee surgery. I ask multiple times on how they're doing. Or one of my neighbors recently lost a dog, right? And it's heartbreaking to know that. But then I genuinely like send her something, connect with her again and again to see how she's doing.
Wow.
So I think networking is not just in
Can you
professional.
move to Northville and Arcadia Ridge?
We actually have a Canton's Women Network. I tell you, that is more than like 4,000 people, and it does great work. I go like for their book clubs.
Yeah.
They have high tea parties, and I'm showing up there, right?
Wow. That is beautiful way of networking, not just professionally, but like, as a whole.
Correct.
Wow, that's
beautiful. So networking is not just for a profession, right? It's for life. It's part of your life skill.
Exactly. See, I missed that part also because like, today when I was thinking about networking, in my mind was like going into the first time. I'm telling you, I'll tell you some disaster story that happened to me and with me doing it, right? So people don't know me yet, right? And that's okay because I was the one did not step in there or like, did not show up or anything. But I have made my life and career from the ground up, and today I'm an IT director in a healthcare company. But that didn't come in a day either. In the experiences and the grooming and everything you do, but you step out, and I went into this MCWT event recently, and I love the place, and I love the energy and the people and everything. Nothing to do with all of you. It's just me. It's like I went in and I didn't know what the heck I want to do there, right? I mean, like not many people right? And the people you don't know what to say. And I blabbered something. I don't know what the heck I blabbered, and I was like, thinking about myself, what the heck did I do again? And then I realized I got to work on it.
Yeah.
I got to build that skill.
Correct.
And I didn't know what to do and how to go about it. And most of the time, it's not just us. It's about who you know, who knows you.
Yeah,
do you think
that's true. I think so. I totally agree, right? But how do you build that genuine relation? What do you say when you're sitting next to somebody, right? So I think I would go in with being yourself.
Okay.
Don't try to go in to impress somebody. Don't try to go tell them about your work.
Yeah.
Right? But rather go in with curiosity. Like, hey, what do you do? Ask questions. And I'll give you first time I moved to Detroit, right? I was in a group of like 6-7 people. And they were all talking about how good a Coney dog is.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it is something very Detroit. I didn't know.
Yeah.
And everybody else in that conversation was like, oh yeah, it is so good. It is this, it is that. And I was sitting there and I felt like I should just nod and say, okay. Yeah, okay. Like try to belong.
Blend with them. Oh, yeah.
But then I truly wanted to know what a Coney dog is.
Yeah.
Because I'm a foodie. I need to go and eat it.
Yeah.
Then I stopped them and I'm like, look, I mean, I don't know what a Coney dog is. Can you explain to me what is inside it? But I think a lot of people in that setting didn't know either. But then nobody was like willing
to come out and ask.
Like be more present in that conversation. If you don't know, ask. It could be like a basic question.
Yeah.
And that's okay. How is it different from a hot dog? What's the meat that goes into it? Right? I mean, you have different people. It's okay if you're a vegetarian, but you need to know more about what they're talking about in that conversation, right? So I think people are afraid. They want to be a part of a crowd. They don't want to stand out.
Yeah.
And I think these inhibitions kind of keep us from networking.
I like that because I would be one of the crowd with like nodding out and like just keeping it quiet.
Yeah, exactly.
So totally. Oh my God, you're giving some really powerful tips today. So who is that one person who opened the door for you? And when you could, one, you'd never imagine it would happen. Second, it just opened in such a way that it was, blissful.
I think there are many people, to be honest, but I think it's my first manager, right? And he changed the trajectory of my life. Because I went into the interview and I did something most engineers wouldn't dare to do. I went there and I told him, hey, I hate engineering. I told him I hate engineering. I don't want to do anything associated with engineering.
Yeah.
I want to do something like a human resources, for example, HR. That's the route I'm looking at right now. But he took a chance at on me. Like he saw potential. I had a blank resume and more curiosity than anything.
That's beautiful. Oh my God, that's
right. But he took a chance on me, and he also, this is very funny, right? Man, I work in the ERP application space. So I was so curious. I was asking him, hey, what kind of application is this? What does it do? And this was pre-Google, pre-information at your fingertips time, right? And he told me that this is like Facebook. Because Facebook was the in thing at that time, right? So he said it's like Facebook.
Okay.
How you connect with all your friends. In a business setting, we connect with all our business partners. And that kind of resonated, or it's
such simple way to explain the ERP system. Oh my goodness.
And it sparked like a curiosity in me. And that I wanted to take this job.
Right. Okay.
But I think it's also, sometimes you just need that one person who genuinely believes in you. Right? Even my present job, my CIO, I mean, she's a great person. But I went in there for an interview as a director, but she hired me for a VP because she saw potential.
Which is amazing.
Which I didn't see in myself, right? But somebody trusted me to,
so
to do it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad you have a blessed people around you, because it's like, it's not easy to have those energies who look at you and say, I believe in you before you believe in yourself.
I know. And I see this, especially being part of like a women network, I see that in a lot of women. They are not as confident. They have the capability, but they don't even know their true potential. So every woman I look at, I feel like she has more potential than she believes it herself.
Wow. That's so good. So when you stay genuinely, okay, let me ask this question differently, because I'm going to stop using my script here and I'm going to ask this genuine question, but it's connected. So somebody who comes in the room and how do you know they're genuinely trying to connect with you, or they're transactional?
I don't care about what other people think.
Yeah.
That's not in my control. There's only some things I can control, and that's what I think.
Yeah.
So when I go there, I try to be non-transactional and more helpful.
Right.
I don't expect help. I try to be helpful. I see an article.
Yeah.
I know that somebody else would find it useful. I send it.
Yeah.
Right? Like I see a job. I know somebody else is looking. I try to make the connections.
That's beautiful.
So rather than looking at, hey, what that person is expecting out of me, I just think about being kind, irrespective of expecting anything.
So that's beautiful. So you only can do what
is in my control.
Is your control, and you want to only focus on that, which is beautiful. But I do want to say people may not know that they're coming across as a transactional. And how do you recognize that about oneself? And if you're truly not that person, pivot. And this is how you can pivot. What do you say for that?
I think everybody lacks experience. I think that's where they come across as transactional, right? All of us need a job at some point. All of us need a mentor, right? Like we're all there. But like I think it's a skill on how you don't come across as transactional. But so like if you want something from me, I would expect you to have given that to 10 other people before.
You could even think about asking.
Like you want a mentor, right? You want them somebody to guide you. Right. How many of them have you guided?
Yeah.
Because in that sense, you will know how to ask.
Exactly.
You'll know what to ask.
Right.
And also, if you're talking to like people out of my league, right? Like you want to respect their time.
That's the
right?
point. Yes.
So you need to know exactly what to ask, what to say, and that
Yeah.
comes when you have given in the past.
That is true. And I really like what Hershey you said. Sorry, I'm calling you Hershey.
That's okay. I actually introduce myself because people don't tend to remember my name, and this is a great way, right? Like when you introduce yourself, say something that will actually make them remember it. So I tell when I go into a room and I introduce myself, I always say it's like Hershey the chocolate. Yeah, seriously. So they remember it, you know.
And she's as sweet as the Hershey chocolate. Let me tell you that. So what you just said is so good, and I think I want to just a little bit repeat and a little bit elaborate because I think it is so important point what you just made. It's about one is you need to be giving more and less thinking about getting, and even if you're doing all of that process, if you're not stepping out yourself out in the world, out in the universe, and tapping into those forums and don't know how to converse or anything, do it. It's okay. Even if you fail, even if you're create a disaster, that's fine, but keep doing it. And in your natural part of you will one day show up.
It's true. I'll tell you something, okay? So I went to this first time I was trying to network, and this was 4 years ago. I went to one of the Sim Christmas events. And I sat next to, Anita, the president of MCWT now, and I sat next to her.
Yeah.
And the only thing I spoke about for the 1 hour that I was talking to her was about kids. I just had my younger one. He was 2 years old. She had a grandkid who was 2 years old. And we were exchanging pictures. And until a year later, I didn't even realize she was the CIO of Little Caesars, right? Like, I didn't even connect to her at that level.
Right.
I just went there wanting to have a good time, talk about anything.
Anything, right?
Yeah.
And that's another thing what you just said is like, it need not be about work, about technology, about anything. It can be as simple as the weather.
Correct.
And your experience, and about hair if it's a woman, and the skin if it's a woman. I have no problem talking about it for hours. So I think you got to figure out, just to be up.
Let me give you a little tip for that, right? Like I was telling you, I like travel and I like food, and I try to connect to people with both of these.
Yeah.
So I meet people, right?
Yeah.
And when I meet them for the first time and they tell me, hey, I'm going to a wedding in Spain, for example. The next time I meet the person, I definitely don't remember their name.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I definitely remember that they want
Spain.
Yes. So I can easily start back my conversation. I'll be like, hey, how was your wedding? You went to Spain, I know. Show me pictures. Like, so I can get back into that conversation, even though I don't know that person's name, and I can always find out.
That's awesome. Wow, that's a good tip. I'm gonna grab it.
Yeah, you should.
So it's not, networking is not only outside, but also within the company.
That's true.
So when, let's say you go into a new organization, new team, how do you going about building that network and building that trust and building that team in a way that they can resonate with you?
Again, like what I said, when I go into a new company, all my colleagues are my friends. Unless they prove otherwise. And I also go in first with curiosity, like, hey, what do you do? What part of this are you doing? How can I help?
Yeah.
Before I go and ask for help.
Yeah.
Like, hey, what can I do differently?
Yeah.
Is a one-on-one helpful between you and me? Is there something, I can do to help your organization before I ask them for help?
Oh, that's beautiful. I really like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So people who are listening to our conversation and want to really do something today, or want to change today, or learn today, which is so important for them when it comes to the big word networking, because networking is such a huge word in my view, and you want to break it down, what would you say to them?
This is more for young people, right? They're in school, they're in college, they're part of a swimming club, they're part of DECA, they're part of their classroom, they have AP friends. That is a huge opportunity, right? Opportunity to make friends across domains. But what I see today, people are like, hey, I'm like friends of 6 people and we're going to be there, right? And you have to invest in each of these relationships, and it takes time.
It takes time.
But I would definitely say use social media.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like you can use LinkedIn, you can use Facebook, you
Yeah.
can use Instagram.
Right.
And if you're genuine in these platforms, people will feel like they know you.
Yeah.
Right? Like I
Yeah.
know a lot of people, your viewers think they know Shruti just by
Yeah.
listening to your podcast.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
There's an opinion. Like if
Right.
somebody wants to prove like, hey, I do great things in
Show
AI,
me, right?
AI,
Yeah.
for example,
Yeah.
your post can actually convey that.
Mm.
Right? Like
Yeah.
the events you're attending, the people you're meeting,
Absolutely.
uh,
Absolutely.
so the articles you're writing will
Yeah.
showcase you in that light. So
Mm.
I would say, hey, leverage your social media platforms to
Perfect.
stay connected, but stay genuine, right?
Stay genuine. That is the most important key ingredient. Stay genuine. I'm going to repeat what Hershey said. Stay genuine. Uh, I want to just, I didn't plan for this, but I do want to ask. In the AI era, in the fast forward 5 years from today, how would the networking change?
I don't think networking will change.
It won't.
It's
Okay.
always the same thing. Connect with people, build the trust, right? Invest in it by
Yeah.
connecting with them.
Right.
How you approach it might change,
Mm-hmm.
but like AI could probably tell you, hey, these 10 people are around your area, you can meet them, you can make friends.
Exactly.
But
Make
you
it
still
easier for you.
make it easier for you.
Okay.
But the connections are still have to be real.
That's true. The
Right,
effort,
like-
it's you're dealing with human,
Yeah,
not a robot.
that's correct.
But will it come a day when you have to build a relationship with bots?
I hope not. I hope not.
I
tell
hope
you,
not, right?
Yeah. Because you want
Alright.
the relationships to be neutral,
Right.
right? You don't want to always listen to positive things. You want critiques in your network.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
want people to give you advice on how you can be better.
Yeah.
But a bot, unfortunately, will only give you positive affirmations.
That is so true. Or extremes, right? It can go either extreme too.
That's true. Yeah.
So one again, like I'm asking this as a coming Hershey, so bear with me here. So one more question is like because I think it's so real. People feel people who have stepped out of their zone, like comfort zone, I would call them as like, or created a shell. Not about me, but I've seen many, including me, I would say. When they step into the networking and they did something stupid and they felt that because we know that perception is created so easily these days, and they don't know you, but they've created that perception within that 1 minute or 30 seconds of that interaction between them and you. Do you believe that can be negated by you showing up more, by you?
So let me tell you this,
yeah.
right? Like when somebody has a bad opinion about you,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't believe that opinion about yourself.
Yeah.
Right? That's
Yeah.
the true thing that, hey, somebody thinks you're, you don't show up on time, for example.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? And you don't believe that about you.
Yeah.
You can always change their opinion.
Mm.
Right? By showing up on time regularly in the
Right.
future.
Right.
So a perception can be changed.
Okay.
But because they have that perception, you not trying, you start believing in that perception is the problem.
I love it.
And I tell this to my
Yes.
kids, like, hey, the kids come from school and they tell me, hey, this person doesn't like me. They think I'm mean.
Mm.
But I'd be like, do you believe you're mean? If not, that opinion can be changed.
I love it.
Yeah.
I just love it. And I think this is so human and that so many people will relate to these kind of feelings, right?
Yeah.
It's not generation specific, but then it can happen in any kind of generation, any kind of environment.
That's correct.
Right? People will just close themselves and stop doing and stop believing in what they need to really believe in because of somebody else's perception or because of one situation that happened in their life.
Correct. And you
break through it.
Yeah, you might have a manager today who doesn't like you or
Yeah.
has a perception that you're not a good worker, but in 1 year that can definitely change.
Definitely change. Yeah.
But how do you go about changing it, right? Working hard will not help.
Yeah.
How do you change the narrative
Yes.
to make them feel like for example, like if one person is not showing up on time and they have to change the perception every time and they actually show up on time, but they don't have visibility. The manager is not seeing that they're coming on time.
Right.
Make yourself visible.
Make yourself visible.
Keep your meetings at 8 o'clock.
Right.
Right?
Yes.
Like find out find out where your boss is going. He's going to coffee at 8, you go show up there to change the perspective.
I just love it. I enjoyed this conversation. I'm sure like you must have fully enjoyed it. So Harshi, any last words for my audience?
Be genuine, be curious, like, but network like your life depends on it. Okay.
I really believe in that, and that's the very good statement what you just said, because I believe many of the job opportunities are your opening up your next endeavor, whatever that is. It comes from the people that you can connect.
I think it makes you a better person. That's the true thing, right? Because
yeah.
you're connecting to people from different walks of life,
Yeah.
who have different experiences. They have
Right.
more experience than you. It could be
Yeah.
even like you're meeting a chef, for example, and
Mm.
they have more experience in cooking rather than you. So there's
Exactly.
definitely an opportunity to learn.
Of course, yeah.
So I think it's more, it'll make you a wholesome human being. So network is important for your personality building as well.
Oh my God. So Harshit, I have this passion that I really want to touch billions of souls, right? And it's in a way to unlock their potential. My vision is that, because I feel like everybody has a potential. Every human being that you meet has a potential that can be unlocked. And our conversation should help somebody else to step out of their zone and be networking, right? That was a powerful interview. What would you suggest? Like, are there any suggestions that you could give me that our next session could be? Anybody that you think? Yeah.
So I think, being women in IT, we have so few of us.
Right.
Right. And it's a man's world out there.
Right.
So I think a women's leadership, kind of like a panel.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
like
that's a
have
great
4
idea.
different women leaders, and I can actually, tap into my network, kind of give you recommendations.
I would love it.
Yeah, women's leadership panel should be your next.
I love it. I love it. That's it. We're gonna go with that. Thank you so much for suggesting that.
Thank
and we
you.
will go with that.
Sure.
Thank you.